everyone, John here, doing a live reaction to the new DCOM Zombies. So yeah, this one's been one that they've been promoting a lot for the past couple months. I wasn't really expecting much of it. I thought it looked like kind of a dumb movie, and my reaction overall is that I would say the movie's pretty meh. I just had a quick Stardust reaction to this, if you want to take a look at that. It's on my Twitter account, but basically, I said that it's pretty much on the same level as something like the first Camp Rock film, which I watched like a month or so ago, and the first Descendants film, both, pretty meh, some good things, some not so good things. Okay, so the story here is basically, you have this high school, which almost seems to be something that, like, takes place in, like, the past, because they had this, like, very old-fashioned way of kind of living, despite the fact that the movie might take place in the future, because it's, like, basically 50 years after a zombie apocalypse happened, and the zombies have basically been kind of, like, segregated to their own parts of the town or the area, but now they're finally letting them come to the regular high school, but while they're there, they're still originally segregated to, like, a basement. Our two main characters, you got a girl named Addison and a zombie named Zed. The actress who plays the main girl, Addison, she's pretty good. I think her name is Meg Donnelly. I think I saw that online. She's kind of, charismatic and likable, and she handles some, kind of more dramatic moments, pretty well. Everything she's supposed to do, I think she does it pretty well. I think this is one of her first acting roles. Definitely it might be her first lead role in anything, and yeah, she does everything pretty well. Now, the movie is actually a musical. One thing that's interesting about it is that it actually has, like, more musical numbers in it than the first High School Musical film, which, just by having the word musical in the title, not that many musical numbers. There were, like, 3 musical numbers in that whole film. This one has, like, I don't know, 7 or something at least, and particularly some of, like, the earlier ones in, like, the first half of the film, they're all pretty good. They got some good songs, the sing's pretty good, kind of like, the choreography with the dancing, everything's already all pretty well done. It seems like they put some effort into it, but I guess some of the other songs are just kind of ones that are there. Now, the main issue with this story, I would say, is that it's basically a predictable one. You can pretty much tell, like, where everything is gonna go. It's basically a story about, prejudice and people trying to get along with people who are different than them. And they kind of set it up where it's like you can almost, like, you can very much tell, like, what's gonna happen, on, like, at least on a basic level, with, like, all the characters, with all the plot points. The movie is like an hour 45 minutes long, I guess, including commercials. And yeah, like, you know where most of it's gonna go. Like, early into the movie, it's like, okay, I imagine this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen. I won't spoil it, I guess. But if you've seen enough of these kind of, like, kids and family movies, you know where this is gonna go. It really doesn't do anything, like, different with, like, its themes of, like, prejudice, and, like, with its kind of, by the numbers cliche story, like, I mean, I guess a better version of something like this would be the Disney theatrical film, Zootopia, the animated film. They deal with the issue of prejudice, but they do it in a way that's more funny, more entertaining, and kind of has, sort of, like, deals with it in kind of different ways, kind of, sort of, different kind of themes. But this is pretty much just kind of very, you see this before, this has been one that they've been hyping up a lot. I saw a good amount of people talking about it on Twitter, so I imagine it's going to be pretty popular. Definitely think I could see getting a couple sequels, like the High School Musical films, like the Descendants films, and yeah, by the way, they announced that Descendants 3 is coming out. Like, that's the big announcement they've been like, building up for, like, the past week or so, like, and they've been teasing it, and it's like, oh, it's Descendants 3. Like, well, yeah, we kind of, like, everyone kind of predicted that, and it's not like we didn't know there was going to be a Descendants 3, because, like, they specifically set up at the end of Descendants 2 for a sequel. I just watched that recently, and it's like in the first film, at the end of it, they set up for a sequel, so it's like, yeah. Um, I'm not sure if I have too much else to say about the film. You know, like I said, the production is you know, pretty solid, I guess. There's some dumb moments and some things that are kind of just sort of, I don't know, a little weird, but it's not really a film that makes me angry anyway. I think at a certain point I've gotten sort of like numb to a lot of these kind of cliched stories. Like, you see them enough to the point where it's kind of just like, all right, whatever. You know, it's not like what I expected. I think the movie, it definitely could have been worse. It could have been dumber, but I guess you could say it handles the story and the issues somewhat passably well. It's just that, you know, like I said, you know, we've seen it before. The songs are good. Maybe we could have had a little more, but like I said, more in the first High School Musical film, so that's something. By the way, one other thing I want to mention is that I had said before that I have an account on the website Letterboxd, and I have a list on there that I had previously been privated. I'm going to make it public. I guess after this I'll go make it public. But it's basically me ranking the DCOMs I've seen, the Disney Channel original movies, from best to worst. And this will be probably kind of somewhere towards the bottom. Like I said, not bad. Not as bad as, like, the first High School Musical film or Frenemies. Those are definitely the two worst that I've seen, but not really good either. Not even really, like, passable, like something that's like Princess Protection Program. It's not really something that I can, like, recommend. I mean, if you watch it, you know, like, if you like, see it on TV, you can watch it in the background, you might get a little enjoyment, but it's definitely not something I can, like, recommend anywhere. Like, go watch it. I mean, there's, like, a couple things that are kind of good, but overall, I'd say kind of, like, I would say skip it. Alright, I guess that's all I have to say. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, I guess that's it. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, comment, subscribe, maybe share the video if you really enjoyed it. Check out the other stuff on my channel, and still trying to figure out that Ned's Declassified review. I have to do some stuff with that. Alright. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.